It's time to talk about Toy Story, Secret Life of Pets. Yeah, that's what I meant. So Secret Life of Pets is the newest movie from Illumination Studios. They're the ones that brought us the Despicable Me movies, the Minion movie, the Lorax. And like I said, this movie kind of borrows a lot from Toy Story. It's about what animals do when their owners aren't around. You know, they'll eat all the food in the fridge, they'll run after a ball, they'll rub their butts on the carpet. And this movie centers around a dog named Max. He has an owner, he loves his owner, and then one day his owner comes back with another dog named Duke, a really big, like, mangy looking thing, and there's a lot of conflict there because Max is afraid that Duke is stealing all of his attention and he's like taking over his life. And through a series of events, they get kidnapped by animal control, they almost die, they go all around the city, they gotta get back to their owner. So Toy Story. Even the trailers for this movie reminded me of Toy Story for a little bit, so I was going into this one and I was like, alright, it's just gonna be a lazy knockoff of Toy Story, just like The Good Dinosaur was a lazy knockoff of like every 90s Disney animated movie. But I gotta say, this movie really surprised me. It's not an overly amazing movie or anything, but I definitely had fun watching this one. Part of that is a lot of the voice cast in this movie. There's a lot of voices in this movie where you're like, oh my gosh, I recognize him. Is that Albert Brooks in another animated movie? Kevin Hart plays this bunny in the movie. There's a couple scenes where he does overdo it, but for the most part, Kevin Hart as the bunny was hilarious. It's my boy Ricky. Rest in peace, Ricky. And Duke and Max work as a great duo. When we first met Duke, I was like, alright, I'm not gonna like this guy. Because it really was like that controlling bully type. Like in Toy Story, when you meet Buzz Lightyear, he doesn't know that he's taking over Woody's life. I mean, he does have that Space Ranger mentality, like, I come from the planet Star Command, I have to defeat the evil Emperor Zurg. But he doesn't have any ill intentions towards Woody. And so at first, with Duke, I was like, you're just being a bully, I can't root for you, so I'm just gonna root for Max, and I can't wait for Max to dump you. As the movie progresses, you learn a little bit more about Duke, and you start to get on his side a little bit more. And so that made their pairing a lot more enjoyable to watch as the movie progressed. But I do think one thing this movie suffers from is kind of an inflation of characters. There's so many characters in this movie, a lot of side characters, and I can only tell you like a couple of their names. For instance, with Toy Story, and you could chalk this up to the fact that I grew up on Toy Story, but I can tell you like all of the supporting characters in Toy Story. And in Secret Life of Pets, there's a lot of them, but I'm like, oh yeah, there's that dog, that cat, that bird. And sometimes they just get grouped in bunches. Like there's this group trying to find Max, there's this group trying to take over the human world, there's this group of alley cats, and because of that, they just kind of get clumped into here, that like their own individual personalities don't really shine because of that. And I'm calling this movie a Toy Story clone a lot, but that's not really a terrible thing. There were some times in this movie where it fell into a formula and I could tell exactly where the movie was going to go, and so that caused the movie to drag and the pacing really thinned out there. But Toy Story is a great movie, so yeah, take some parts from Toy Story. And there's even little bits of Toy Story 2 and 3 in there. Like there's this overall message in the movie about how like humans tend to, you know, they'll exchange their pets, throw them out, throw them away if they get tired of them, or they lose them, they'll replace them. And it's similar with Toy Story. There's, you know, always those owners where their dog or their cat means everything to them, and that owner also means everything to that dog or that cat, but then there's also those owners that don't really care quite as much. And so because of that, I really enjoyed Pets a lot more than I thought I was going to. I'm not entirely sure if I'll ever watch this movie again, but if it's on again, or if, you know, I'm going to the movies and my friends want to go watch it, I'd definitely go see it with them. So I'm giving Secret Life of Pets the seal of approval. Check it out if you haven't already. The movie's crushing at the box office already, and those animated movies are really destroying the summer of 2016, aren't they? But if you have seen Secret Life of Pets, let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, you can click subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. Like them, rate them, you know, do your whole YouTube-y thing. And I'll catch you guys next time.